makes me think of that one story about the guy who shot the toll booth repairman in the face while he ran through the toll booth camera. And I'm like, give that guy a job. Don't send him to death row. You're going 60 miles an hour. You hang out a window with a handgun and shoot a guy in a van. You got talent.
Dude, that's hard. I used to hang out the passenger side of my truck and shoot mailboxes with a shotgun. It's hard.
He did it with a pistol. Got a headshot. He blew his head off. Going 60 miles an hour while driving. He's shot through the window.
They need to make him a cop. He could stop all those high-speed chases in L.A.
I mean...
Brittany, are you a gun person? Do you have guns?
I don't have guns, but my uncle is actually a police officer, so... Yeah. I guess, I mean, I agree and I disagree to an extent. I've been around enough of them to kind of know a little bit, but, I mean, like, I don't mind guns. Like, I've shot them before and stuff, and they're pretty fun, but, like, I don't know, I guess I can see both sides of why people like them and why people don't, but I don't mind them at all.
Yeah, I remember I saw a really, really cool statistic one time. It was this thing, it said, basically what it said was, in 24 out of the 50 states, you can walk into a store, buy a handgun and a holster, and strap it on, then walk down the street without any licensing whatsoever. And then it says, this may sound crazy until you realize that 80% of the murders are committed in the other 26 states. When if everybody's walking around with a pistol on their side, you're not nearly as likely to knock over the 7-Eleven.
Yeah, that McDonald's ain't gonna get robbed when Grandma's got her 44 Magnum.
Oh, Grandma's got like a 32 or something.
Yeah,
Grandma,
so I'm in North Carolina. I went on an off-roading trip with like 8 friends, and I have a gun in the truck, and I was surprised 100% of us were armed. Like, there's more people here with guns than you might guess, you know, and it's all secret. It's all like on the down low. People don't advertise that they're carrying, and but you know, people do.
I'm gonna go one step above that. They should let us do open carry because the fact is, the person that's open carrying is usually not the bad guy.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I told them when they arrested me. I was like,
what? Wait a minute. Did I miss a part of the story?
Oh, yeah, I guess you did. All right, here's all right, so I got my carry permit when I was 21, and went ahead and strapped my 9mm on, went to Walmart. My cousin and I both were carrying, had them strapped on our sides, and we're playing Guitar Hero back in the electronics section. Now, given it was 1 a.m, but I mean, what are you gonna do? We're in Georgia. It's 1 a.m. Let's go play some Guitar Hero at Walmart. Anyway, apparently my cousin had slept with the manager's wife at some point. That's a whole other story, but the manager doesn't like us. So he calls the cops, and we're walking away from the electronics section, and I glance behind me, and there's 3 cops. And I'm like, this would be a good chance for me to show them my license. I hope they ask about the guns. And this cop goes, whoa,
so
whoa,
let me interrupt.
whoa.
Are you open or concealed carrying at this point?
Open. It's strapped on my hip like I'm Wyatt Earp.
Okay.
This guy goes, whoa. What you boys doing with them guns strapped on? And I'm like, I wanted to say the same thing you're doing with a gun strapped on, but it didn't seem like a good idea at the time. So I was like, we've got permits. We're just playing some Guitar Hero. And at this point, they've kind of surrounded us, and they've already taken Scott's gun away from him and handcuffed him. And I'm like, whoa. What you handcuffing Scott for? So I'm like, so the cop reaches, takes my gun out of my holster, and he looks at it, he's like, he's got one in the chamber, and they all like look at each other and nod like it's a bad thing. I want to be like, don't you have one in the chamber? Like,
yeah, right.
If I have to cycle a fucking round. I'm like, so I pull my license out of my wallet, and I'm like reading on the back of the license. It literally has word for word, like copied right out of the Georgia law book. It's basically kind of like the Second Amendment almost. It's like, this right will not be infringed. Like the hand of God came down and wrote it, and it's like so obvious. It says that you can't take the gun to a public gathering. Now, who here thinks Walmart is a fucking public gathering? No. Walmart is a store. Retail, it is a privately owned store, and you can walk in Georgia and in about half the states. It's about 24, I think. You can strap on a gun if you have a proper licensing. In some states, you don't even need any licensing, and you can walk into a bank, a Walmart, a liquor store, anywhere like that with the gun strapped on. The exception to the rule is bars that get, or I should say, businesses that get more than like a certain percentage of their toll from alcohol sales, which basically, like, you can go to an Applebee's, which is a bar and grill, but you can't go to a bar. Like parades, political events, for obvious reasons.
Things where you buy tickets.
Football games, yeah, that sort of thing. And this dumb fucking
concerts.
cop is like, you know, he arrests us. It's 4 a.m. till we get out, and we're sitting there, and like, this guy was a cocksucker. This guy was the biggest jerk. We're in there getting fingerprinted and having our pictures taken, and the cop in there is a nice guy, and this douche cop keeps like sticking his head in the room. And he's like, "These boys ain't giving you no trouble, are they?" And he like looks at us like we're fucking hardened criminals. He's like, "No, these guys aren't gonna give us any trouble." He comes back later. He's like, "Want you boys to know, you ain't getting your guns back." And I'm like, fuck, that's a $600 pistol. And he like comes back later, he's like, "Want you boys to know, you won't be getting them licenses back neither." I'm like, God damn, this guy's a cop. Anyway, we get done with that part of the thing, and we're sitting in the lobby out there. They decided not to put us in the lockup, because my uncle was coming to bail us out. And you can see on this screen, like, what's going on in the back room. And there's like 6 black guys back there, and they're not in cells, they're in like a community area. And they're having a fucking ball back there. They got their shoes taken off, beating the shit out of walls, throwing furniture around. And I'm like, is that where you were going to put us if my uncle wasn't coming? He's like, yep. I'm like, God damn, I'm glad Dwight's on the way. You have to give me my gun back if I'm going in there.
Did you ever get your gun back?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I get to the judge, and the judge is just as much a clueless dumbass as the cops were. I didn't get a lawyer because I didn't think I needed one because it was such an obvious mistake on their part. I had to basically open the law book up that he had and read the fucking law to the judge and make him say it out loud, make him read it out loud for the recorder before he would let us go. Because he was just going to, like, read it silently and then say that we were still guilty. I was like, no, read it out loud so that it's on the record. And once he read it out loud, we got out of it. And I'm not gonna lie, I had like a fucking panic attack when he started talking about giving us a year in jail and a $25,000 fine. I was like, I basically like passed out. Like I turned white.
Why didn't you conceal carry?
I didn't see any point.
Do you now?
I don't carry it at all now. Keep it in the truck.
Yeah, I
Scott
mostly
does.
do.
Scott sticks it in his belt buckle. He just like sticks it in the front of his pants.
My concealed carry license seems to be a lot different than yours, Kyle. Like, mine basically gives the make, model, the caliber, and the serial number of my carry gun, which is my 1911. I have my right thumbprint signature on it, and it has like on the front of it has like my picture, you know, my birth and all this other mess. And it has it has the Conway Police Department's number on it in case my card ever gets lost or, you know, stolen.
Yeah.
That is a lot different than North Carolina.
Yeah, mine just has my information. There's no picture, there's a thumbprint, and it's laminated. And I can carry any gun. I mean, here's the way the law is written. I can literally take my AR-15, strap it on my back, hold an MP5 in my hand, put on army fatigues with face paint, and walk into Walmart, and that's perfectly legal.
Wait, MP5 is full auto, isn't it?
Doesn't matter. I've got the licensing.
Oh, do you have a full auto license?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
See, in South Carolina, it's a lot different. See, we could conceal carry. We can't open carry unless it's our own property or a private residence. Like if I go into a gun store and they know me by name, I can open carry there. But if I go to Walmart, I can't open carry in Walmart. But I can conceal carry in Walmart because they don't have like the conceal carry no signs on the front of the door. Generally, places like that will have like, you know, no guns allowed, round posted big old square box on the front of the door.
Yeah.
And we're allowed to have them loaded in the chamber. We can have them in the truck at all times, loaded with the chamber. You know, whatever you want to do. That's just a South Carolina law. I guess it changes state to state.
Mine doesn't work in South Carolina. Go ahead, Brittany. I'm sorry.
Do you guys all live in the South?
I'm in Georgia,
southern
Wings is
area?
South Carolina, and Woody's North Carolina. So we got our little corner of the eastern seaboard taken up.
Okay. That's going to say it's a lot different up here. You don't really find people carrying guns up here.
So where are you? What
I
state are
live
you
in
in?
Seattle, Washington.
At baseball games when they do the national anthem, do they not play it on a banjo?
No.
Because that's how it is here.
Really?
No. Please
Yeah,
rise.
so
National anthem.
I live in North Carolina, but I grew up in Jersey, so I've seen both. Jersey's a state where you can't, you have to be somebody special to get a license to carry there.
Oh.
Officer of the court or law enforcement.
All you need
Well,
$80 in 8 hours.
If you can
$50
prove
and
that
half
you're
an hour.
being chased, like if you're, a good scenario would be like a woman who's broken up and her husband's stalking her or something like that, then you can
Your mic fucked up.
sometimes get a kid.
I bet you Woody's mic's fucking up. It's going to be the biggest laughs of the podcast.
Yeah.